are. So we could see First Strike and Comet in the bot lane for the Gromps versus Unsealed Spellbook and PTA for Beer Before League. So I feel like Unsealed Spellbook is one of those ones. It's so hard to get a real gauge on that.
So Unsealed Spellbook, it was I believe it was notoriously picked up on Braum and Rakan, and as the Braum nerfs have come in, it's slowly gone from Braum's best keystone to now 50-50. With Leona, it's similar, but once again, you would, to my knowledge, you would only take Unsealed Spellbook into other melee matches, as I mean, once again, you're seeing the First Strike, you're seeing the Comet. Assuming that the Jarvan player cannot heavily influence bot lane and the Jarvan gets warded out, this bot side is set up for great success. They're going to have great bully potential, possibly going to take some plates. There's going to be so much gold generation on this Caitlyn. Speaking of setup, it looks like there's going to be a sneaky cheese, but they're in the middle bush, not the far one, so they might not get much from this, and it's just going to be a small poke.
Oh, okay. Mel actually trades better off than the Twitch does, so it actually works out in favor of the Gromps here, who it's kind of neutral in push there though. One thing I did want to mention is note the defensive setup for Cotton Candy with the heal versus the exhaust on My Jungle Now. So he seems to be worried about the idea that he might get death realmed or Ari might fly in and charm him. So he's got the exhaust ready to go. Meanwhile, we've got barrier and heal.
Yeah, there is going to be a lot of there's going to be a lot of people on the side of Gromp support group that will allow Twitch to get great exhaust value. This is actually a great shout by him. Meanwhile, we do have Ari with the new Spa Day skin that just came out. So credit to him to being such a man of culture there. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, we are seeing that things are even at the moment. I know if you can just see the HP bars on the side. Oh, never mind. But I'm very aggressive trade here. Never mind. So
I think that's a
we're seeing that
trade for stock there. No.
Yeah. But in the bot side, Caitlyn and Mel don't have a HP advantage. They're playing very safe at the moment. They're actually okay being pushed in, which is very, very bizarre for this matchup. You wouldn't expect this matchup to go this way. Equal CS, and if this keeps going for Beer Before League, Twitch is going to have a fantastic time when it gets that level 6 first item and just team fighting galore.
Yeah, no, 100%. One thing I want to point out as well, look at the jungle pathing. They're both path top to bot. They're both looking to skirmish around this crab in the next 10 to 12 seconds. So keep your eye on it. We can even see Svaros moving towards the bot side in preparation. He wants to locate the Gwen and know where she is going into this crab.
Ari, following afterwards, probably saw the scribe bot. No, just only dropping a ward. Jarvan's a bit slow on the jungle clear.
Holy.
I completely missed that. Oh my! I was too busy looking at the map there.
I think that was just a bad... oh, never mind. All right, let's talk about the fight here. So we see Gwen gets caught out. Gwen has the flash. I think Orianna's in a good position to... Never mind. She chooses... Oh, wait, okay. Maybe if she committed, this would have been a kill. If she gets away, that is entirely on the... Okay, nice. Poseidon is able to finish the kill. A little bit of indecisiveness there. A little bit. But Mel here is going to be able to stop the base.
Once again, so we just saw the power of Mel, just basically half health the Jarvan there. And so it's so surprised to see that when, once again, Twitch and Leona are perfectly healthy. We're going to see a replay of the top side, and just once again, both of them have just been scrapping so much lately. Just, wow. Here, unfortunately, so Gwen is caught out here. So there's a lot of damage that goes down here. One thing to note is when Jarvan EQs, he could have possibly flashed to get the double knockup on Gwen and Mel, and possibly not having Orianna to flash over this wall. Just one of the smaller things to note here. And yeah, Gwen's going to end up dying as the W auto comes out. I mean, advantage Beer Before League.
Yeah, 100%. They're, what, 800 gold in the lead now. That's pretty much first blood plus the extra kill. Most of the money is sitting on top and jungle right now as well. We see a little bit of a lead in the mid lane, but nothing too unsurmountable, let's say that. The main thing I would say is that I feel like the Mordekaiser matchup here is supposed to be Mord favored, so the fact that he's losing it is not great. The CS is pretty much even. We even see a Cole buy from the Sion. So I think Sion getting that first blood has decided, okay, I think this lane is winnable. And so he's kind of greeded, in my opinion, a little bit, getting the Cole, saying, well, I'm going to maximize the amount of money I can get in the next 10 to 15 minutes by wasting 400 now. And then when I cash it out, you know, we stonks, right? I mean, his name is Stocks, so is I don't know if that's that's the vibe.
So yeah, historically, Maw does win this matchup. So once again, Sion just showing great character mastery on this character, being able to get a solo bowler, as I believe there was no jungle interference, as both the junglers were pathing down bot side. And when you're a champion like Sion and KO, you know, if you get this small lead, there's nothing wrong in getting a Cole to help generate yourself to your late game, right? So I think this is a smart purchase by Sion. Once again, knows that he's going to be comfortable in this lane. That guy's probably going to turn on at 3 items and it's going to take over. Meanwhile, beautiful charm, damage back on the Orianna. Orianna looking like she was having the best of that. Still is. But wow. Loads of damage going on.
Big trade for the Ori there, for sure. I think Happy Immortal right now is, we're talking 15 CS down right now. We do see the Dark Seal picked up by both Twitch and Ori as we see an engage here. Gwen here on the counter. Look where the Jarvan is, Jarvan's looking to maybe make something. No, he's going in for it. Flag, drag, flash by Leona. Leona's going to lock someone up, but they've got split targeting right now. If they all went on to Caitlyn, Caitlyn was dead, but unfortunately they didn't. And so she gets out here, and now it's a ballsy dive if they want to go for it.
Wow, this is, a completely split focus there. Orianna's got a 20 CS lead in the mid lane, able to expend some of that lead to see if she can get a clean up on bot side, which unfortunately she doesn't get a cash out there. But wow, this is the thing we were talking about before, right? Whereas like if this Caitlyn Mel lane doesn't get interacted with, Caitlyn and Mel should take over, and we did saw a good part of that. Oh. Meanwhile, Twitch getting a flank on. Gwen is still offering the area. Oh, Bear Before League is just going to take Dragon, completely uncontested here.
Yeah, I think it's a smart play there. Like, because of the fact that Jarvan was they didn't know where he was. I mean, I can see they did have a ward. I'm not sure if they knew that the play was happening. But, you know, they had push in the lane, so the bot lane had to make a decision. Do we fight the Drake and lose the wave, or do we take the wave and lose the Drake? So for the Caitlyn, who is currently only marginally ahead, and it is based purely on CS, they decided to take the wave instead. It is only first dragon, but you know, we'll have to see. They are bleeding a fair few things right now. You would think with the strongest top side that they have, in theory, they should probably be contesting the Grubs. But they also should have probably been contesting the Drake, because the Caitlyn and Mel should have first push and should be able to help there. But unfortunately, the positioning just wasn't there. A little bit of a lack of cohesion, I think. And we see here, spray and pray. Exhaust going to be button. This might be a solo kill. I think.
This is the power of Twitch.
Yeah, just wasn't ready for it. Oh, okay. Someone flashed there.
Gwen's very aggressive.
Kind of messy. I don't know how this goes for them. I mean, Gwen does have level 6 here, so she is going to be able to heal up a bit. Mel trying her hardest to try and kill this Twitch, but doesn't have ultimate, so she can't get it all the way. And yeah, we see they abandon the fight top side. They can't get more on the bot side. Everything is going up Millhouse for Beer Before League right now. And we can hear pings coming out, but I don't quite know. Are they looking to invade here onto the Gwen? The Gwen does have a meaningless, in my opinion, CS lead. There's only, literally a camp, if that?
A camp, yeah.
Yeah, a single camp, yeah. Oh, no. That was unfortunate. Charm the... God. Charm the minion into Shockwave Death is so rough for Happy Immortal.
So, two things to note here. Once again, I did mention this earlier, right? Twitch, if this lane goes even, the moment he hits 6, he is going to have this great 1v1 potential, as we saw. And this is just, if you don't bully the lane, if you don't turn it into plates and so forth, you had your jungler pathing down. Like, this lane wasn't being played out correctly there. And once again, we're going to get a replay of what happens here. Just Ari charmed a minion. Maybe he was just too busy focusing on the champion. Orianna just correctly punished. Seeing a really good lead on this Orianna here. Once again, 20 CS up, 1 kill up, 1 assist up. Going back to the Twitch, Twitch is AP, by the way.
Yeah,
Something
we
you
haven't
may
even
have
spoke
missed
about
here.
that.
Yes, he is AP
He is,
here, which going for the spray and pray, being a bit cheeky there.
Oh
Once
my
again,
God,
that's the
the
power of
damage.
AP Twitch.
Okay, we have a TP coming here as well. Okay, Cotton Candy does get the ultimate off and does kill the Twitch, but here we see Oriana's going to come in with the TP, get a good little chunk of damage out here. She does not have ultimate up yet, but as soon as it does come up, she's going to be looking to use it.
She did use it to solo kill Ari. It's going to be on cooldown for a while.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Cyan does have a Spectral Cow, going to give him an easier time in this lane. He's going to heal quite a bit of damage back in combination with his W. Mordekaiser might end up healing him more than anything. Meanwhile, they want the dive pop. Gwen with the ultimate, forcing the flash out. And, oof.
I think this is a double. Yeah, surely Gwen gets this. Surely.
Yeah, Gwen's going to run this down. So, once again, your Duelist champion here, who's a great hyperscale, this Gwen is going to do so well into all of them. As long as Gwen gets the 1v1, 1v2 people, probably make Oriana and Twitch respect her space with her W. Gwen can do really well into this comp. We're going to have a replay here. So this is just this is going to be the Twitch Caitlyn. Once again, Twitch knowing his damage really well. Let's have a look at this. 380 damage pop on the E there. The power of AP Twitch. Mel with the return kill. Oriana TP in here. Oriana's burning a lot. She burns TP. She's going to burn Flash when the Gwen jumps in on her when they look for the tower dive later. And it's just, this goes really rough. I think, once again, when you TP down, you feel so invested that you have to double down. And Gwen's ultimate just comes back up, and this is just so much gold onto this Gwen. Like, 2 kills, it's a great time to beat her. Caitlyn comes in, picks up an assist, first strike gold. It's a good time.
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree. I think especially considering the commitment from Bear Before League with the TP and then the Flash as well. The whole thing was just born of, oh, damn, I've invested this resource. I have to get something. And you end up losing more. Fortunately, she still has a lead here on the Ari, and it is a pretty sizable one. She's got her first item completed as well. But she did create a lead for the Gwen now. So the Gwen has got her Nashor's too. Meanwhile, Jarvan is sitting on components. So, yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, the Drake is up now, and we have the Herald in 1:10. So, presumably, the teams are going to start jostling for position around that. We can see Bear Before League do have members here now. But no jungler as of yet. And we have the bot lane here of the support group getting the shove in their lane to try and assert some control here before the objective.
So, big thing to note here, right? Basically, all of the carries have their first completed items. We've got Briar Eyes and Hollow Radiance in the top side. We've got Nash's 2, Sundered Sky in the jungle. We only have it on Oriana. Meanwhile, I've got a fight breaking out in the bot side. Reflect is down. Mel is probably going to die here. Oh, taking it with the Leona art. Oh my lord, so beautiful. Meanwhile, Caitlyn's going to do some damage back. Ari could probably couldn't kill the Jarvan, but maybe do another chunk. This is probably going to be another Dragon to Bear, as once again they're just claiming so much space here. Oriana's going to come collapse in.
They don't even have much in the way of vision right now. Like, they have they have 2 wards right now, so they do actually have line of sight on all of Bear Before League. But they just don't have the men. They just don't have the bodies on the ground to actually try and prevent this. And yeah, here we see Mel just a little too pushed up. Gonna get caught. Burns her flash. Shockwave is gonna be enough. And then yeah, we do see it's TV time with the Leona ult. Just kind of KS in that right there. I'm sure they'll put that 300 gold to great use. We'll have to see how it plays out there.
So here, I did mention this earlier, Cyan does have Hollow Radiance, and as you can see here, just procs the Phase Rush, takes a good trade and just walks away. Cyan is just scaling into such a beast right now. Like, at 2 items, we're probably going to see him start to absorb a lot of pressure or force a lot of pressure. Most likely have Demolish in his setup, and it's just going to be a split pushing menace. We are having the lovely B emote being spammed by the mid laner there. Meanwhile, Jarvan flank coming in. Ooh, the Gwen immunity.
Yeah, the immunity there was big, but Twitch is going to get the spray and pray, going to get a lot of damage here onto 3 people. Sion is going to fly in. Mel is again just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And what could have been a free, kind of like, with trading here, ends up being a swift kill there for Bear Before League. We'll call it a trade though, because they did get the bot tier 1. So there's a little bit of a cash injection for them. And oh my god, the damage onto the Ahri.
Oh, the
Not
charm
like
did miss,
this.
unfortunately. I think if the charm would have landed there, that would have no, that wouldn't have killed Orianna, as Orianna still had flash, so most likely would have been able to have flash out on the last tower shot that could have possibly killed her. They were hunting for Gwen. I think they wasted a little bit of time, but now they're going to go do the Rift Herald. Mordekaiser coming in saying, "Hi guys, anyone want to go to Brazil?" Probably best not. Let's just go back to lane for now.
Yeah, probably
There
not.
is 4 people on Rift Herald. Caitlyn did
Dangerous
take down
time
that
to be
first
a
tower
Gromp.
though.
Yeah, was it the first tower?
I believe so. So yeah, we're going to get a breakdown of
Yeah,
this.
you're right, it
So
is.
once again, the Gwen immunity from the Leona not fully able to lock her down. Unfortunately, Gwen just missing quite a notable part of her ultimate. And Sion just comes in, creates the space, makes everyone on the left side of your screen run away there. And unfortunately,
Yeah.
just Mel didn't get the memo that they were just backing off. So unfortunately, Mel sort of caught their hands down. Ahri trying to clear the wave. Good idea here, but once again, the second time here that we've seen a missed charm really causing her a big issue.
whoa.
And I think Gwen was just trying to grab some, trying to do a bit of cheeky counter jungling, and was just sort of caught with his pants down there, unfortunately.
Not quite tracking the enemy that well.
The wave clear on that Sion. Oh,
Yeah, at this point with the Halo Radiance, he just farms the waves so easily. At this point, it's kind of hard. It's hard for him to miss CS. But yeah, we see the ward here. It does see him. The exhaust is going to come out. This fight does not go Twitch's way.
He gets a
never
solo
mind.
bowler,
Big
though.
burst is crazy. I mean, I suppose the Gwen is the most fed member on the side of Gromp support group right now, trying his damnedest to make some stuff happen there. But
So here's
yeah,
the thing,
ends up
right?
dying.
yeah. So you got a 2k gold deficit, but then you've got Gwen feeling very confident, very strong. And even though we have been talking about this top matchup quite frequently, Mordekaiser's not actually behind, right? He's just even, which you never really want to go even against a scaling champion. But Mordekaiser's not going to be useless. Meanwhile, Sion just bunny hopping his
Okay.
ultimate. Sion's going to waste a lot of time here, unfortunately. This is just
Yeah.
Sion players being Sion players. Sion's going to miss the
it'll-
route.
Can Beer Before League get anything with this waste of time, though, is the problem. They're just shoving waves. They're not actually going to be able to achieve anything meaningful. And while Gwen
Yeah,
is
mid
looking
tower's
to
already
maybe do
down.
something here. Oh, the charm connects. Shockwave catches too. Ahri looks like she might die here. Flash is going to come out by Svaros. The second use of the Gwen ult comes out. And that is going to be a kill here. So, unfortunate overstep there by the Orianna.
So I don't know if it's what's the reverse of commentator's curse, but there, the moment I say Ahri misses all of her charms, finds the most vital and important charm, so just steps forward and goes for it. Meanwhile, Twitch is just going to be a little bit of a nuisance. Mordekaiser caught with his pants down, going to be 1v1 in the jar.
Probably dead here.
Oh, and the Cataclysm, sending him straight back down to the fountain.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Let's have a look at the items here. We have support items completed, both ADCs halfway through to their second. Caitlyn does have boots over Twitch. Once again, similar situation in both of those across the map. Everyone's still relatively even here. 600 gold is the only difference here. And we're going to see... Yeah, so here we go. Watch this charm right there. Just right under the minion. Minion's like, excuse me, sir. And just perfectly just gets it onto the Orianna, converting this into a kill. Another kill for this Gwen, which, once again, this Gwen pick was just sniped, but clearly this guy plays Gwens in his spare time.
Ooh,
Meanwhile,
yeah,
double
that's
fights are going on here.
He pops E and surely wins this, no? Never mind.
I think he popped... He must have popped E prematurely
Way
there,
earlier, yeah.
I'm assuming.
Maybe. Fortunate for him, but Orianna here does tons of damage.
Leona wants to go back in. Not paying attention to the Jarvan, unfortunately. Mel, unfortunately, dead again.
Big shockwave again as well there. I think. Oh, Gwen does so much damage, dude.
Gwen
It's
did
crazy.
so much. Oh, this Gwen did so much work there. Gwen did such a fantastic job. Once again, second item completed with the bloodletter there. Got so much value out of the champion, but once again, Gwen is just like, she's the only one that's ahead there. Meanwhile, we do have Mordekaiser sliding in into the DM, sending Orianna to Brazil. Buenos dias. And he's just going to escort Jarvan out of the river.
I think that now the game is starting to swing in the favor of BBL. I think they are... Honestly, the Jarvan has been putting in a lot of good work, and the Orianna's damage has been really high. I'd like to see the post-game damage stats. Meanwhile, we see it kind of looks like Bomba here is just completely caught out, and this is going really badly now. Oh, no.
Wow. They can convert this into Atacon as well.
Yeah, this is definitely
this is horrible.
One of the problems we have, or I say we have, one of the problems that occurs now that there are so many objectives on the map for everybody to take is that you can you get into situations like this where if you take a bad fight at 20 minutes, you don't just lose one thing, you lose the dragon and the Atacon. And so it is so much more swingy, especially considering what the Atacon gives you. The XP can sometimes create a bigger level lead if you were already massively ahead. Like, I mean, we got, where do we have level leads? We have level leads in top, we have level leads in... Oh, that's
so I'm just going to jump in. So I'm just going to jump in real quick. When Atacon dies, you're going to see on average at least 2 people get levels up. So watch, as the Atacon dies, and then you see the blood level sort of jump to everyone. We're going to see levels across the board, level on Leona, level on Twitch there. I think maybe Jarvan's got one.
This is a very murky fight. Caitlyn's trying here. Don't think it's going to do anything, though.
Oh!
She is going to go down.
Meanwhile, another fight on the top side. Oh, that was so close.
This game is so back and forth. What the hell?
So back and forth. Jeez.
Yeah, the Gwen is trying her damnedest to make things happen in the side lane. You can see that she's mirroring the Mordekaiser, right? Anybody tries to take a fight with him, he's like, all right, say no more. We go for the 2v.
Well,
we go for the 2v1, right?
How it's looking is Gwen is picking off this Orianna, as that is the second time she has killed her there. Obviously, the last time it was with Mordekaiser, and the time before was with Ahri. We did have the fight in the bot side with Twitch and Leona. One thing to note there was that Twitch's damage was a little bit split. Luckily for him, in that specific scenario, it didn't make a difference, but he popped E on Caitlyn while she only had 4 stacks. Mel did get reflected onto Leona, as the interaction that was mentioned beforehand. Ahri, and just Twitch just burns Ahri off for absolutely free.
Note his second item, by the way. He has gone Banshee's Veil here, so he is very concerned about Mordekaiser E or Ahri Charm or Mel Root, because otherwise he would not be building this protection. It allows him to play this a little bit more aggressive. We see he is able to sidestep the Charm there, is just unable to be able to get that Ahri kill. And you heard those. Those were some passive-aggressive pings right there. That's his team being like, respawning in 30, respawning in 29, respawning in 28. Because you know, that play could have went so much differently there for him. Unfortunately, but
so the Banshee's Veil, once again, so this is the thing about Twitch, right? This is why you need Engage, you need your Leona, you need your Jarvan. You need to specifically play around them. Because the moment you come out, you know, there's this loud surprise cue. Everyone turns and blasts you down. He was hoping that the Banshee's Veil was going to make him a bit more tanky into double AP. But unfortunately, won't do much. Meanwhile, if this Gwen lands R, that is a dead Jarvan there. And it's looking, oh no, it's dead regardless. Doesn't even need to land R2 or R3. Just completely just overextended, similar to how Gwen was overextended on the other side, funny enough, the Gromp.
And that was a big shutdown, no? 5-1 and 2, probably like a 600 gold shutdown, but they tried to make something happen here on Leona, but the Leona is actually doing a massive job of baiting here. Twitch was maybe about to get something, but Gwen is too strong. We saw this in the Sweatlord bracket with Secluded Pathos on this champion. I think Gwen's just insane, bro. That's all I'm going to say. I think it's just a crazy champion. Sion here is tanky as hell.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. And he gets smoked.
Wow. So, I just want to double check this, right? It is Poseidon that is the Gwen Diamond 1 player, correct?
He's the Gwen 1 trick with about 110 games on the champion right now, yeah, in solo queue.
Because, I mean, Silent's just shown great inspiration here. Perhaps we're just maybe he's been watching a couple of some streams or something. But like Jesus, this guy's Gwen is amazing. This Gwen
he knows his damage.
Yeah, it's going to be fought for in the second game. Once again, this Gwen, similar to sort of like your Fiora and stuff, they are this 1v1 Dormy, and it's just like if she has multiple 1v1s back to back, because obviously once again these duelists, they're not great historically in team fights, but if you can have the one-to-one fight into another person, into another person, into another person, we will see the strengths on Gwen. Gwen is currently on 3.5 items right now. Lord. I'm surprised he doesn't have the Magi's compared to Twitch.
I was going to say,
And Orianna.
principal among those items, he does have the Bloodletter's Curse, which is going to be doing a ton of work for his team because it's going to lower the magic resist on all of the enemy team, of whom we've seen their front line have all stacked MR, right? They've got Negatron Cloaks on 2 of them, and then Hollow Radiance and Force of Nature on the Scion.
Yeah.
So
Banshee's Veil as well on the Twitch. A lot of MR.
Yeah, exactly.
We did mention this. Yeah, we did mention this in Champion Select. So the Twitch, normally Twitch goes Death Cap second, and Banshee Veil either third or fourth, depending on how the game goes. Meanwhile, when using a high cooldown just to clear a ward, doesn't matter. That's a good bait. Leona's dead. Ari
comes out here as well. I think she dies here. She has to die here. Yeah, there we go. They do have a TP coming out here by Mordekaiser, but I don't think Mordekaiser is anywhere near strong enough to really make a difference here. He is going to take Orianna to Brazil, but she flashes the Q here. She doesn't take that much damage. Fent Enjoyer is going to finish the kill. And then we see Flash
onto
here.
the Twitch. Probably going to force the Flash and Twitch,
Okay. All right, we take those. We take those. If your Gromp support group, considering your strongest member just died, they actually made a lot of that. They turned chicken shit into chicken dinner, I think. And yeah, this is a game. You know, the gold lead is actually in favor of the support group right now. They are 2k up, which correct me if I'm wrong, it does not feel like they are ahead right now, right?
Well, here's the thing, right? Like, this is where champion value comes from, right? Because it's a case of, depending on how team fights go, who gets caught, it can go back and forth at this point, right? We did mention in the previous game how sometimes people can just get stat checked. Before we even talk about that, we are having sort of a split fight. They are split between the dragon and the fight. They should just take the fight.
Did they know the Twitch is here? Twitch is going to spray and pray. Think he's going to be able to kill the Mordekaiser? Surely? Dead. Nice. The shockwave is going to make sure it happens.
Brazil
look where the Twitch is. Look where he is, though. He's going to kill this Ari easily. They just don't know he's there.
Killing off screen.
Yeah, for real. It's off-screen death for him. And Gwen is trying, but Gwen can't fight everybody. Gwen is going to go down. Mel here, Caitlyn's going to try and run the rest of the fight. But again, the Twitch comes from nowhere. He's crazy. What the hell? Was he not like 6 and 5 before that fight? I'm pretty sure he picked up about 4 kills just in that fight alone.
So as you spotted, he did wrap around into the red 2-1v1 the Ari to then go down into the try and get a fantastic flank. He still has exhaust, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, no one targeted him. He got for free. Like, you know, he got to move around the entire jungle pit completely unabashed. Like,
so let's break this down here, right? There's a double route by here by the Mel. Twitch is just sort of strolling and prevailing. Gwen is trying her hardest, but Gwen is just a bit overextended. Gets fully burst down here by very fed players. So much damage comes in and out. That Caitlyn ult is actually going to hit, but doesn't kill anyone. Brazil, meanwhile, he is winning, and then he's going to flash forward onto this Twitch to slow him, to then push him out and force his flash out. I believe this was the fight before. I don't believe this was the dragon fight.
No, this is the fight. This is the fight.
Here is the dragon fight. So here, once again, everybody's split, right? Gwen's far away, Orianna's just TPing in. And it's just like, everyone's indecisive. You can see the wiggling. Mordekaiser gets absolutely blown up as Brazil was on cooldown. And here we go. As you pointed out, Ari on the far left is about to get blown up. Gets completely ditched by Gwen, unaware to Gwen going on. Gwen's getting exhausted, really reducing the impact. The Scion value. Oh my lord. Some good damage on the Gwen on the way out, though. And then Caitlyn thinks that she has the upper hand. And I believe it was Twitch who got the dragon there. And that Magi has just got stacked. Not Magi, sorry. Darksteel.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to probably become a Magi's at some point in the near future. If he doesn't die in the next team fight, I imagine you spend the cash. And we do see here, they are pinging for the Baron. We'll have to see what happens. I think, well, Gwen... Where is Gwen on the map? Gwen is on her chickens, so she's unaware. And we do... the Mordekaiser and the Mel look like they're moving towards it, but I think no one's aware this is happening. They're not moving fast enough to make me think they know the Baron's happening. So this is just a completely uncontested objective. They get that completely free.
So similar to what we saw in the last game, where Pantheon and Sandra were fighting bot and Volibear showed,
Yeah.
as Sion's, we sort of missed it off screen, but I'm assuming Gwen must have been involved in the killing of Sion on bot side. As we saw, there were 4 players on that Baron, and as we see here, it is a 1v1. And I am correct in the fact that Gwen did show. The chances are, as Gwen showed to come save the Caitlyn, they are probably going to do Baron shortly afterwards. But yeah, that's just a just a really superior map core, map rotation there. So a fantastic job by the Beer Before League to recognize that opportunity and take it.
No, for sure. I think knowing exactly when you can and can't do something
Twitch yourself
can make a big difference in a game like this, especially when it's this close, you know? Like, they were a little bit behind in gold now they're equal. And we're getting to the point where, look at the team, they're all moving. It's so fortunate there for Mordekaiser that he didn't continue that chase, because if he did, he was going to find himself in a 1v4. And Twitch here still trying to sneaky deaky. The Gwen up against the Sion, I think, is still Gwen favored, and we see that Happy Immortal is making her way towards that fight as well. So it looks like they're intending to try and kill this Sion if they can. But will Beer Before League be able to do anything? No, I don't think so. Oh, spray and pray. It's got. That was insane amount of damage on the E there.
He doesn't have Magi.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. That was so much damage.
Big
that was like, what, 600?
More, I think. No? It was closer to 1,000, I think. She had like half a health bar, and then it just went boop.
Meanwhile,
crazy.
Once again, junglers are just loving to fight with top laners now. So having this fight going
on. Varos is hit, and he's gonna try and make. Okay, we see the shockwave come out. This has to be a kill. Yeah, there we go. It's gonna kill the Mordekaiser. Meanwhile, Poseidon is gonna keep moving in between these 2 turrets. He's looking to maybe flag and drag up against the Gwen again. But Gwen is still 3.7k ahead of him.
We'll have to see. They do have the empowered Baron minions. Are they going to be able to get much value out of this? This tower going to get
they're 600 gold down on this Baron play. So we see with that turret being picked up, they're finally above parity in terms of their gold change from getting this objective. But I think maybe the TP was a little bit too much of a commitment. We see Orianna just base and there's immediately TP'd mid. She wants to make sure that they have shove in that lane before they move towards what would be Soul or BBL. So if Beer Before League can get this dragon, I think the game is over. This fight will be the deciding fight at this point, and Gwen might be caught out here. She may have to burn her W to keep herself alive. She's going in though.
She didn't even use W yet.
No, her W is still on cooldown right now. She's gonna die for nothing, and Twitch gets a second kill just for participating essentially against this Caitlyn. And now Mel has to be in the firing line. I don't think she. Okay, the reflect actually might keep her alive. Ultimate, not enough for the execute though. That's the problem when you play this champion support. She just doesn't have the damage yet. No gold, no damage, no kills, unfortunately. I say that like she's not 4, 6, and 10. That's going to be it. Hex Tech Soul. We see the Mordekaiser die as well. And now the ballooning of the gold lead starts. Now it's 4K.
Unfortunately here, I think this is the thing that happens, right? Like, this isn't your typical game, right? This is a 5-stack into a 5-stack. You guys are talking in voice comms. You're trying to get morals high here. Once again, Gwen is indeed the strongest player on their team. Maybe just overextended, trying to, like, you know, when sometimes you feel like you've got to do a play to get morale back in your favor.
Hero play.
And unfortunately, like, I feel like this is the second time Gwen's just been a bit too cheeky. Speaking of cheeky,
is this going to happen? Oh, I think Ari might be dead.
Oh
no! It's crazy. Gwen's trying so hard to get this as well, and she's gonna die for her effort as well. The Twitch is so strong right now. Look at it, 25 stacks on the Medjay's. I didn't even notice him buy it, but it's already fully stacked. And now Mel's again in the firing line here. Mordekaiser's gonna try and keep her safe, take Orianna to Brazil, but can't even land the E. He's getting kited in Brazil. It's too hard now. Meanwhile, Jarvan's gonna just casually dive the Mel. Yeah. And she's having an easy time. We see Sion here is going to make it a clean ace. Vent Enjoyer is actually still alive. It is not a clean ace yet. Leona lands the E. Flash has to get burnt by the Caitlyn. Caitlyn's trying her best, but I don't think she can do anything right now. I'm pretty sure this is going to be her dead. There we go. Gets Demacia'd. They've got minions on the base as well. I think this is game 1. And while it was a back and forth game, I do genuinely think it was still decisively BBL focused. I feel like they had command of the game for almost the entire game. The only problem was they had a thorn in their side called Gwen, and she tried her hardest to bring her team back into it. But honestly, I don't think that Gwen gets into game 2.